Greetings and salutes, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Talkin' Tactical with me, Squirrely Nuts. And welcome back, all you fellow tree dwellers. Let's see who we got going on in the chat. We got a whole bunch of people going on already. Pop it off in the chat. All right, we got Lady Emery Draven. Greetings and salutes, as usual. Team Shadow, good to see you. Crazy Jason, good on ya. We got the Shadow Viper in there. We got Ghost. Good to see you, my brother. And we got Cutter. All right, guys. I'm going to go through the tertiaries, and then we're going to get dead into tonight's dead serious topic. This is probably going to be like the most deadpan, non-jokey I'm going to be. So just brace for this one, guys. We'll get into it. But currently, we are sitting at 866 subscribers, guys. 866. That is so close to our next goal of 950, where I'll be giving away a 36-inch dual replica bag and a 1911 replica CO2 variety. High efficiency, so it's non-blowback. But giving those things away in a little package deal for one person to win once we hit 950 subscribers. Also, shortly after that, it's our 1,000 subscriber goal. And at the 1,000 subscriber goal, we're going to kick off that little Kickstarter GoFundMe thing, and we're going to all pitch in together as a community and a whole unit to get one of those $150,000 mystery box trucks from Airsoft GI. Guys, let's get that goal and get that done so we can all see what that actually looks like. And you know what's going to happen when we get that truck? I'm going to give the whole thing away. Nothing will be kept for myself. I will give it all back to you guys. Giveaways, mystery boxes, just seeing people at the field and giving them stuff, all sorts of giveaways. Even the live unboxing event will definitely have giveaways going on over there too. So let's hit that 1,000 subscriber mark and do one of the craziest, biggest things in the Airsoft community yet. And give away a $150,000 mystery box truck. Man, let's get there, guys. Let's get there. Also, I have already put a link in the chat. I'm going to stick another one in there for you guys to join the Discord Task Force Shrubbery. When you're over there, we have the thing that's going down called the Task Force Shrubbery Meetup, where I pick an event somewhere in the country at some point during the year. Currently, it is in the April timeframe. For a Task Force Shrubbery meetup where all the members of the Discord can all meet up at an event and play some Airsoft together. This year, it is April 12th and 13th in Sheboygan, Wisconsin at the Abandoned Insane Asylum. It's Operation Blacklist, put on by Mere Tactical. Squirrel Team 6 is going back to the asylum, or as I should more promptly say, gentlemen, we are going home. But, guys, come on out, get together with us, take some pictures, have a good time, play some Airsoft at a really cool AO, and get yourself a free patch. You can only get these from me when you are a part of Task Force Shrubbery and you show up to the event. So join the Discord, keep tabs on what's going down for the Task Force Shrubbery meetup, and when you show up, come say hi and get yourself a patch. If you guys already got one, you will not be getting a second one. These can only be getting These are not for sale, and you can only be getting these from me in person at one of these meetups. So, come out, say hi, get yourself a patch, play some Airsoft, and we'll hang out, have a good old time. Also, while you're on the Discord, when you're over there, you have a little section tab where you can do support for the channel and get yourself some Squirrely Nuts Airsoft merch. We have patches right here, Squirrely Nuts Airsoft patch. These things are fantastic. They're a great little PVC patch. And they're only $10. We take Venmo and Cash App. Guys, hit me up on Discord. And if not on Discord, you can hit me up in a direct message on Instagram to get your Squirrely Nuts Airsoft merch as well. And that's at, Squirrely Nuts Airsoft on Instagram. Also, there is a link in the channel description. Also, you can call your hits in style and pick yourself up one of these bad boys. It is a roadkill rag. They're hand-drawn by me, numbered 1 to 100. Once we hit 100, the design will change. So, guys, these are only $5 each. Discord, Instagram, hit me up. Venmo or PayPal. And, if you order one of each, I might swing you a deal. Who knows? You never know. But, guys, hit me up. Support the channel. get your merch. You can also get one of these bad boys right here. Custom tie-dye shamag, done up by my friends, the Grundy Dyes. They do phenomenal work. You can pick your own colors, and they're only $45. So, again, Discord, Instagram, hit me up. Support the channel. Now, we are done with the tertiaries, guys. That is it. Now, guys, if you read the description and you saw the title, tonight's subject matter is a little bit more on the serious side. I feel this is a subject that has not been spoken about widely in the airsoft community, and I don't know if it's just people aren't talking about it. They don't know. There's a vast menagerie of reasons why, I guess. But as the title said, stolen valor. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you should know. It's a pretty common statement. Stolen valor is when somebody lies about military service or something they did in the military service that they didn't actually do. Stuff like that. It's one, a federal offense, and two, as a veteran myself, as you guys know, I've disposed this on the channel, and I've told you all the true history of my military career and how extensive it was not. But still, that is something you earn. The uniform, those patches, the things in the Army or the Marines or the Navy or the Air Force, that is something you earn. So when somebody lies about it, it kind of touches a chord. Now, in Airsoft, you're all probably going, but Squirrel, we all wear same style camo that the military does. That's fine. Camo's whatever. We're all military cosplayers. That's essentially what we're doing. But where there's a line that is drawn in the sand quite distinctly. Unit patches. That's a no-no. That's a big no-no for a lot of people. And wearing rank, that's a big no-no. Now, before I get too deep into this, there are exclusions with wearing a full recreated with rank and unit patches uniform scenario, where I have discussed this with other friends of mine who are veterans about this in the airsoft community, and where the exemption lies is the recreationist games, like World War II recreationist games, Vietnam recreation. Like, if they're recreating an era specifically for said airsoft game, and that's, part of the recreation set is mimicking exactly what was worn, that is when it's acceptable to wear the full uniform with patches and rank and everything. That is when it is okay, fine. It's just for an airsoft game, but it's a recreationist airsoft game. That I won't care. It's that, and they do that with Civil War reenactments. It's stuff like that where that is the pass. But wearing that and saying that you did those things when you didn't, and trying to be legit about it, that's a different story. That's where the line gets crossed. But now, I've seen people on airsoft fields do this, and to give credit where credit is due, when you're saying you're trying to make replicate an exact loadout of a specific unit at a specific time era, and I've seen this in milsims, I've seen this at other games, I've seen people do this in airsoft games, but that wearing unit patches and rank, that can get you in a lot of trouble if the wrong person sees you in that stuff. One, unit patches are earned by actually serving in said unit. uh, and can and should only be worn when in service to said unit. Or if you have served in that unit. But still, there's no real reason, even after serving, to actually wear those. Outside of like ceremonies, special ceremonies and whatnot. And there are rules to this. There are rules. Military members and veterans, you will all know said rules on wear and appearance of your uniform when you can and can't do that. But seeing people go around in just casual airsoft games, wearing unit patches and rank, that can get you in a lot of trouble if the wrong person sees you. I usually don't say anything to anybody because it causes issues. And I think that's why this isn't talked about, because nobody wants to cause drama. Because usually what happens when somebody calls out somebody else on Stolen Valor, there's a lot of drama. But there is eventually going to be that one wrong person who is going to see you wearing those things, and they're going to call you out on it. And wearing rank can get you in big old trouble, huge trouble. Like I said, Stolen Valor is actually a federal offense, and wearing rank and impersonating an NCO or an officer just by wearing said rank can get you in a lot of trouble. That is where a lot of I will never wear my old unit patches when I'm playing Airsoft. I've put them on my gear for recognition in transit, but I will never wear them on a uniform. Ghost in the chat, I saw him put down a comment. Even as a veteran, we don't usually wear our official uniform at fun games or even a milsim. I don't wear my old patches. I wear Airsoft patches. And as I was kind of leaning on that, yeah, that is 100% true. It's kind of a no-no. Also, it can cause drama if somebody tries to think that you're trying to. It's a whole deal, and I think that's why, like I just said, it's not talked about. Is nobody wants to cause drama, because drama's bad. We don't like drama. But yeah, the whole wearing rank stuff, no, don't do it, guys. I've seen people get in a lot of trouble for wearing the wrong rank because they thought it was funny. No. But also, in getting into this, it's not just wearing the unit patches and the rank and stuff. It's I've heard stories come out of people's mouths. I've heard stories from other people that have it come across some occurrences, Discord conversations, all sorts of things of just blatant lies. Or I'm going to be 100% honest. Outside of like the most top secret things that people know about existing in the military, there is no thing in the military that you can do that you essentially can't admit to having military service. I have heard this one time during game where I was talking to somebody else between games, and some kid turned around and asked us a couple questions, and then he asked if either of us served, and I was like, yeah, I was in the Army. And the guy next to me, he just went, oh, I can't talk about that. Dude, that is bullshit, and you know it. It's if you're active still, you can go, yeah, I'm in. Like, there's no reason why you need to hide your veteran status or try to make it sound cool because, well, if I talk about it, I'd have to kill you. Like that type of thing. It's stupid. It makes us look. It makes the veteran community look bad, and it glorifies movie tropes that are not true at all. Um, it, to kids on the airsoft field, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, he's all secretive." Yeah, that's about as impressive as you're gonna get, man. It's more pathetic than anything. uh, like I said, guys, this is a serious subject for me. And I've always said my military service wasn't special or anything, but it means a lot to me. And it means a lot to other guys. And I have friends that I've lost, friends that I've almost lost, friends that have lost friends, and people that have really gone through stuff, and they've earned the ability to make the claims of their military service because they did do it. And going out and just trying to sound cool in front of a bunch of kids, one, sets a bad precedence in airsoft that lying is okay. No, it is not, because airsoft is about honor, and that is dishonorable. Period. It's not cool. What is Cutter saying? Besides the federal offense and generally being shady about it, some actual veterans get very angry about it, and it could be dangerous to fake being military to try to gain any type of favor and get caught. 100% true. 100% true. I've always said there, you're like I said at the beginning, you're gonna run into the wrong person when doing the in Discord conversations or meeting people at the field or in telling stories or in a mill sim or anything like that in the airsoft world. You're gonna come across the wrong person, and it's not gonna be pretty. At all. It's never pretty. It really isn't. So I would go along to venture that don't lie about having military service. Don't try to make it sound all super secret and cool. And if you didn't do anything like super special or amazing, like you were a cook, or you were worked in supply, or you didn't do anything exciting or exhilarating, and you had like a basic job in the military. I refueled helicopters. That was the coolest thing I got to do, aside from carrying a 249. But coolest thing I ever got to do for work was refuel helicopters. That was the coolest extent of my job. Other than that, I was a glorified gas attendant. It wasn't thrilling. It wasn't, stuff you see in the movies. It was just, I got to refuel helicopters. Cool. I didn't go SF. I didn't go air assault. I didn't go airborne. I didn't do any special super cool stuff. No. And I have no reason to tout that I did. Now, there are people that have had mediocre stuff, and they try to upsell what they did. Dude, you're going to get caught, because you're going to mix up somewhere talking about something that you know not enough about. Because you didn't actually do said thing. There's no reason, if you were just like a cook or a nurse, or you'd nurses can get kind of exciting, but like a fueler, a basic mechanic, a supply, a truck driver, it's cool, man. You served. That's all that mattered. You don't need to fluff it. JP8, my favorite flavor. I agree. What do we got? Let me catch up on a little bit more of the chat. Um, I know that, guys, this is a really like super serial conversation, but I don't think it is talked about in Airsoft enough because, like I said, I don't think people like really pay that much attention to it. They just kind of brush it off as bullshit because they don't want to cause drama. Like that's the best solution I can come up with. Prime Tech. At most, I'd only wear meme squadron patches in anime, VTuber inspired ones. Damned if I ever think to wear anything that directly clones in real life unit. In Prime Tech, I appreciate that. Um, that's awesome to hear, and I wish more people had the respect for that stuff. Um, to not wear it, and that's the thing is, I like I said, I don't wear my patches, and I don't ever intend to. Unless it's for that exempt game where we're recreating an era specifically or a battle, the whole like reenactment thing. Reenactments are totally fine. Airsoft reenactments happen. I've seen videos of World War II reenactments in Airsoft and Vietnam reenactments in Airsoft. I've seen those. Shit, I've even seen Desert Storm reenactments in Airsoft. It's kind of nuts. I think it's also very cool, but those are the exceptions. Exemptions are those. But I don't think you wouldn't catch me dead in ACUs again. I don't think so, because that's where my patches belong are ACU style patches for those type of uniforms. No, no, thank you. That's not. um, yeah. Ghost. There's a whole lot going on, guys. Prime content. Agreed. Need to be on a airsoft field. Psychological triggers. Closest I came to the military was my son. He worked on airplanes. I love seeing badass looking military loadout. That's part of what we do. But if you weren't in the military, cool. I don't care. Let's play. But there's an old saying. You don't have to if you don't have to lie to kick it. That's true. You do not have to lie to kick it. I know one of my former group subs was an army cook, but played it off like he's a badass, chill guy, but sometimes a stick in the mud. And he was an army cook, but played it off like a badass. There are some people that get the cocky ego thing because I'm in the army. Everybody kind of gets it for a little bit, and then it tapers off. I mean, I was told by a couple people I kind of had that like fresh after I got out of AIT and everything. I kind of had that cocky attitude, but it's part of the brainwashing, I think. But at the same time, if he's actually straight up lying about shit and he's just an army cook, that's not being a badass. That's being a dick. If you give them attention, they'll also tend to continue with their bullshit. Right. I haven't come across anyone wearing any rank on the field. I've seen unit patches, but I have no clue if it's real units or just clones of the designs. See, and I think that's also another thing, right? I think you tapped on another thing why this isn't talked about much is some people don't know. There are a lot of unit patches out there. And civilians, for the most part, unless they're connected to the military, only know of a select few. I know for a fact, 1st Cavalry patches, most people will know because they've seen them in plenty of movies. They've been quite well regarded in a lot of movies. 82nd Airborne, I think most people would know. Like there's not many, but they're the most notable units. Some people would probably know the patches, but I don't think, and I think that's another thing, is I don't think a lot of people know what some of the patches are. So they wouldn't be able to like pick it out of a lineup. I still can't believe people choose to wear ACUs. So weird. And ACUs is an air. That's a totally different conversation. ACUs being a thing in airsoft is just, oh man. Yeah. If you think I'm actually climbing into an actual Navy dungarees from the late '80s, you're nuts. Damn, not cool. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's and I think that's like I was just saying though, it's not just with the patches, and I also think it's with when people like either flout stories or inflate their stories. Um, People just don't know the real deal. They don't know all the acronyms. They don't know where certain schools are. They don't know where bases are or names of bases and uh yeah, and they don't know all the unit names and the number designations and battalions and all that stuff, and it's really lack of military knowledge that probably prevents this from being called out or spoken about much. But I know of a few. I've had a couple of friends that have called people out on their bullshit in polite ways. And yeah, I wish it happened more often. But at the same time, I just wish we didn't have to have this conversation. So guys, if you have any questions or stories, go ahead and plug them down in the chat on if you've come across what you think is stolen valor in airsoft. Or hit me up on Discord or DM me on Instagram. I'm always down to hear about this. And if you're questioning stories as well, I am not a expert in all things military. I am narrowed to my scope of knowledge of what I do know and what I've learned from other people. But hit me up, let me know, and I can try to vet out info as much as possible. Because honestly, if somebody's doing some stolen valor nonsense in airsoft, they need to be called out and stopped. It's not cool. I don't care what you think, how cool it makes you look, but also, fun fact for those who do stolen valor, not all skills from the military translate immediately into airsoft and make you a super cool badass. Fun fact, guys. It's 100% true. Because these are replica toys, not the real thing. And you can't use all of the tactics and knowledge that you would have gained from the military and airsoft because you'd hurt somebody. So, yeah, no. Doesn't make you sound super cool or awesome. And just because you watched a whole bunch of military movies and mimic what you see on the movies doesn't mean you know what you're doing tactically either. So this is me calling all y'all out. Flat out. Stop it. Knock it off. Otherwise, you're going to be found and you're going to be called out. Period. I cannot express how angry this makes me. I just keep a really good lid on it. Ghost. I love it when you ask them their MOS and they give you a weird look. Yeah, if you can't answer that question, you're a liar. Like it takes, yeah, like Cutter just said, it takes a couple of quick questions get you busted really fast. Really fast. And the thing is, message to all the, now I'm calling, lying idiots out there that do this nonsense. Like I said, for me, I didn't serve long. I didn't do nothing special. I was nothing special. I just took a lot of things that I needed out of it and focused on what I wanted to focus on while I was in. But there are a lot of people I know and they know and that do exist out there in the veteran and military community that do play airsoft. And they have done a whole lot of really, really dangerous shit that's serious and real and put their lives on the line. And they may have possibly lost friends and almost, you know, all sorts of nasty things could have almost happened. But they made it back and they found an outlet with Airsoft. And you're sitting there spitting in their face, lying about doing the stuff that they did. No, they're not going to be so pleasant when they call you out. Because, yeah, dude, it's some really heavy stuff, and you don't need to lie about it. I can't stress that enough in this one. Prime Tech, I think you hit that nail on the head. The same can be said about sweaty FPS players. Because you got a higher KD doesn't mean you annihilate on an airsoft field. Yep, 100% true. I got a question there in the chat. I got a question. I see. Yeah, simple. Before I get into the question, simple rule: if you didn't raise your hand and go through boot, be quiet. Yup. Okay. Accurate. What question you got? What are your feelings about camo patterns if no patches or other things are used, i.e., people playing Rust 4 and people getting upset about Russian camo due to current conflict going on? Now, okay. Now that's accurate. That question right there. It's kind of on topic and kind of not. Now, I said at the beginning of this, and I think you showed up late. At the beginning of this, take all the rank and the patches off. Camo patterns be damned. Whatever. We're military cosplayers. Camo patterns, whatever. It's when you add in unit designations, flags, ranks, stuff like that. But the whole, if they're wearing Rust 4 and people get upset because they're Rust 4 because they're wearing, Rust 4 stuff and the whole political climate and everything, that's bringing unnecessary politics into Airsoft. Airsoft is just, as my friend Cutter Airsoft, it's cosplay dodgeball. It's military cosplay dodgeball. As my friend Cutter Airsoft puts it, it's military cosplay dodgeball. That's why the camo, I always say, screw it. It's leave out the rank, leave out the unit designation, stuff like that, and like even military recognition patches and tags and stuff like that. And it's whatever. But getting upset because somebody is wearing a Rust 4 set when you're playing Airsoft because of the political climate, that's just dumb. That's bringing in stuff that we're trying to escape from when we play Airsoft into Airsoft. We don't want that. That's a totally different thing. And I've seen this go down, but it's I think there's a misunderstanding to some people on what Airsoft is sometimes. I don't know. But yeah, I just think that's unnecessarily bringing politics into Airsoft for no reason. It's just dumb. It's dumb. Dumb. I got another question here in the chat from Prime Tech. Opinion on WG uniform with Ranger green gear off-putting, shouldn't exist. WG uniform? Woodland uniform with Ranger green off-putting? I'm assuming you're talking Woodland, Prime Tech? Yeah, and Cutter, you're right. That is making a wolf gray. Okay. Wolf gray uniform with Ranger green gear off-putting, shouldn't exist? Question. Okay, now, You know, I honestly, Thinking about it, it might work. I think if you flipped that and did a Ranger Green uniform with the Wolf Gray gear, it might be better because too much Wolf Gray with the hints of Ranger Green might not work. But if you flip that, I think that would work. That's just personal opinion. I mean, gray uniforms for me. I don't know. It's you become a reflector almost. No, it's okay, Premtech. I would have figured it out someday. But if you think it'll rock for you, man, go for it. Um, it could look good. I could be totally wrong. But I think if you flipped it and it was the Ranger Green uniform with Wolf Gray gear, I think that would probably look good. But yeah, guys, that's in 40 minutes is what I could sum up in a nice way of saying don't lie about being in the military. hmm. Thinking of an Aztec inspired kit just got you a couple things. Yeah, okay. That could work. That's actually a really cool idea. I like that. But like I was saying, guys, yeah, don't lie about military service. Don't inflate your military service and make it more than what it was. And don't wear unit patches. Don't wear rank. Just don't. Um, you're gonna get caught by somebody who's not gonna be nice about it, and you're not gonna like what happens. I've seen these things go way sideways. I've seen you can look up videos on YouTube of how sideways they can go. Don't, don't, don't. Just don't, guys. That's the biggest thing I could say for that. And like I said earlier, if you guys have any stories that you want to tell me about possible encounters with this, um, or you want to try to vet some information that you think sounds kind of sketchy, hit me up on Discord or DM me on Instagram. Please let me know. I'll try to help vet as much as possible. That way I can quell your questions if you keep hearing somebody flout some. Oh, I was SF and I did this and that and do blah 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 blah. You know that type of stuff. Yeah, I'll do what I can to you know straighten the info for you. uh, Actually, Prime Tech, I could think of a couple of good color palettes that actually would go good for camo patterns on replicas. Dude, yeah, actually, the whole Aztec inspired thing. That's a sidetrack, but yeah. um, but guys, that's all I pretty much have for tonight. I wanted to get that done in quick, not quick fashion, but in the light do's and don'ts, what's acceptable and what's not. Um, when it comes to wear and appearance of what when you can. Uh, and yeah, the essential just don't lie, do not lie. It doesn't make you fit in faster. It doesn't make you sound cool, and you will get found out. Don't lie. I can't stress that point enough. Cannot stress that point enough, guys. Um, yeah, but I think I'm gonna start closing that up. And I'm going to do a few announcements here at the end because of what is going down tomorrow morning. So Monday we have the game stream. I may be a little quieter on Monday during the game stream, depending on how things feel. I am getting a tooth pulled tomorrow. So bear with me on the quieter side if I am quieter during the game stream on Monday, and depending on how things feel and go, Wednesday's Talking Tactical may be delayed. Who knows? I've never had a tooth pulled before as an adult, so this is going to be a new venture for me, guys. Um, so just bear with me Monday night. If I'm on camera and I'm silent, just remember I had a tooth pulled, and I'm just trying to heal and recover as quickly as possible. So I will kind of keep you posted through either Discord or the community. I will keep community posts up for you guys and let you know if I'm going to be silent or not. But yeah, it's one of the front guys right up front. It sucks. I kind of can't wait for it to be over with, to be honest. So yeah. Quick recovery. That's all I hope for, because we do a lot of talking here on the Discord, and yeah, I don't want to stop. Not at all. No. But continuing on, announcement number 2: Monday starts a new game on the streaming, and if you were on the Discord the other night in the post-stream chat, you heard what game it is. Now, shh, all of you that know what game it is, because it is a secret for the rest of you until Monday. You guys will have to tune in Monday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, to see what game we're moving on to next. Y'all voted for something classic, action with gore. I believe I have hit the nail on the head for the next game stream. You guys are going to be happy with this great, here's your only hint, PS2 classic. And like I said at the start in the tertiaries, guys, coming up very soon, we have the Task Force Shrubbery meetup, April 12th and 13th, Sheboygan, Wisconsin, at the Abandoned Asylum. Operation Blacklist, an event set up by Mir Tactical. mirtactical.com is where you can get your tickets. If there's any left, I don't know. They were very low last time I heard. Come on out, say hi, get your Task Force Shrubbery patch by joining the Discord. Come out, get pictures, play some Airsoft at an awesome AO. It's going to be a good time. Squirrel Team 6 is coming out in force for this one, and we're going for the dub. So, come on out, have a great time. And if you're Tan Team, you have been warned. What else? I had something else. Oh! I am currently shopping a date for the next Council of Airsoft Dudes. So, keep your eyes peeled, guys. I'm going to be looking for volunteers yet again for the next episode of the Council of Airsoft Dudes series here on Talkin' Tactical, where I get a group of people from the Airsoft community together, and we will have discussions/debates about Airsoft goodness. This one, guys, here's your homework for those of you that want to be a part of the next Council of Airsoft Dudes, or know somebody that might want to be a part of it. You can throw it their way. We're going to do Airsoft hot takes. So the group I'm going to get together, I'm going to have them come up with a couple of questions that are all Airsoft hot takes, and they're going to need to bring at least one to the table, so that way we don't have repeats. You come up with a few Airsoft hot takes. We want to debate some hot takes. I want to get into some nitty gritty. Let's get into it, guys. And I want to hear it from you. I'm going to put another panel together of about, 4 or 5, maybe, however many I can get. I'm probably going to peak it at like 6 people besides myself, so it'd be 7 total. But up to 6 people. If you guys want to be a part of it, go ahead and hit me up on Discord or Instagram, or let your friends know and give them the link to the Discord or my Instagram so I can bring them on and have them on the Council of Airsoft Dudes to have this fun conversation of Airsoft hot takes. Yeah, the hottest debatable takes of Airsoft. Let's do it, guys. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be putting a community post up. I'll probably do a short for it as well, and there's going to be an Instagram post. And I know I do not post enough on Instagram. I need to change that. I am terrible about it. I have no excuses. Jaw. 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 Uh, with that last comment that you put in there, hot take. I hate Glocks and everything about them. If you have not been part of the channel long enough, you know for me that's not a hot take, that's an absolute fact. Glocks are trash. And for those that are fans, I'll say it again. Glocks are trash. Bingo. And I do have a review on a Gen 5 Glock 45 here on the channel. Go ahead and go check it out. That is probably the most honest review I have ever put out, period. By giving it a legitimate performance review and reasoning on why I don't like Glocks. I have my own personal reasons for not liking Glocks, and most of it is ergonomics. But performance-wise, you know, I can't really say anything about a Airsoft replica Glock. Not at all. It worked fine. It worked great. It functioned. It shot straight. Like, it did good. It did. But it's a Glock. So I don't like it. Because it's not comfortable for me. Period. But yeah, hot takes, bring it on. Bring it on. And guys, don't be afraid to get a little aggressive. I don't care. But also keep it polite, but aggressive. You know, we're going to kind of start ramping it up by doing the hot takes. And I think this might be a thing for a while. It could be. So don't be scared. Go ahead and volunteer. Hit me up on Discord or Instagram if you want to be part of the Council of Airsoft Dudes. It will be going down in March. I just haven't picked which Wednesday in March I'm doing it on yet. So keep your eyes out, guys. Keep your eyes out. But in closing, I do have to say thank you all, you amazing, beautiful, wonderful people, for coming and joining me here on Talking Tactical and talking the Airsoft goodness and other issues and all the stuff going on. And remember, guys, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Become a tree dweller and subscribe. And hit that bell icon to be notified for all videos coming out later on. And, like I always say, everybody, never ever forget your battle cry. Nee.